Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our Happy Friday show. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being with us. Either if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, Mr. HP is with me in the studio, of course, making everything run smoothly.
Am I here? Oh,
Yes,
hi.
you are. Say hi. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Of course, if you're new around here, make sure you introduce yourself in the comments. State where you're tuning in from. It's fun to see everybody around the world checking in with us on a Happy Friday show. And then, of course, make sure you subscribe or like our page if you haven't done so yet. It's Friday, Friday, Friday. So, of course, we kick off every single Friday. We celebrate and every single Friday with a little cocktail. So I was in the mood for something kind of sweet, kind of soothing. It's very cold here again. Yes, we got teased with some close to well, 28 it was yesterday, which is close to the non-freezing mark.
That's crazy.
Close.
When 20 degrees feels
And
great.
it felt like a heat wave. It felt like you could take your jacket off outside. It's weird. Yeah, I know. And then we woke up this morning with 15 below.
Yikes.
For those Celsius out there, it's about 25 minus.
We actually just love it. We love it here.
Or 28 or something stupid.
Do we love it here?
We love it right in here. Yes, in our warm house with our warming up cocktail. So let's check this out. I made a mocha martini. I'm sure you've heard of espresso martinis, but since I'm not much of a coffee drinker, actually not at all, I do like a little bit of coffee flavor sometimes, but if it's very subtle. So I figured let's make a mocha martini. So in here, it's a lot of liquor, so be careful with these. There's vodka, cream de cocoa, there's coffee liqueur, which you can use Kahlua, or I just had Patron coffee liqueur, and then Godiva chocolate liqueur, essential. And then you can just use milk of choice if you want it even more decadent. You can use half and half. I used just oat milk, and actually plant-based milks are perfect for this because they're just better for you, aren't they? Better for your tummy. So
I guess.
This is it. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's a treat. It does kind of, if you've had mocha, like from the coffee shop, it kind of tastes a little bit like it, right? But then you feel the
after effects.
The warm after effects, even though this is shaken with ice. So coffee's warm. This warms you from the inside after it goes down. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I hope you're having a great week, and lots to talk about from our sew-alongs, quilt-along that we have going on. We're going to start with all the quilts that are hanging behind me. Some great new models that we have. Finally got my Athena done from the Ladybird bundle. So this is Athena from the Stripology Mixology 2 book. And the one in the book is in all blues, and I always wanted to do a really colorful one. So when I saw this Ladybird bundle, I knew that was going to be it. So this project has been my leader and ender project since we did Phoenix, I believe. So it's been a slow going. Finally got her done, and Gertie did her magic. And the quilting pattern we used on it is called Coils, I believe. And beautiful border. So that bundle is available in the store. I just used a white on white for my background because I really wanted it to be sharp. And then I used the dark navy fabric that we have in 1 yards and 3 yards for the border. We also have it in kind of the teal green, so you could do either way. I just love this, and I think it turned out awesome. What do you think? Athena is such a cool pattern because it kind of looks like a hunter star, doesn't it? But it looks even more intriguing and more harder than a hunter star, because check out that little bitty triangle, the dark triangle and the light triangle in the middle of the block. So you get that little bonus. But I tell you what, piecing this, the Athena quilt, is the easiest thing ever, because you don't ever work with triangles or diamonds or anything that you see in that shape. And when you're piecing a regular hunter star, that's what you'd be dealing with. So it's really fun to make. Check it out in the store. The other quilt that's on the ladder, this is Amelie, my Amelie quilt, and made from a bundle called Mishiko, which is kind of a Japanese-inspired fabric line. I really love how this one turned out. So I used a Jack's basic for the accent color, or for the background, which is that red. I think it's Jack's Tiger Lily is the color name. And I just really love how that turned out. Amelie is a single pattern using 10-inch squares. And I just love the feel of the Mishiko in it. Really kind of that oriental feel a little bit. The third quilt on the set, also a new one, hanging right on the cabinet here, is Judy Call's Table Runner. We made this one out of a Valentine's bundle that we just got in. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Perfect to put on the table for Valentine's. So it's from the Falling in Love bundle. So you can obviously choose however many fabrics you use. I use mostly pinks, just a little hint of black. But you could, from a bundle, you can make a few. You can make a few runners. So great pinks, some really bright reds, and those sharp blacks with the pink and red. So beautiful, beautiful. Love all these new samples. Tell us what you think of them and if you made any of these quilts. So moving on to our Jackie quilt along, our current quilt along that's going on. We started on Tuesday, and this is one that takes 4 weeks. We go and I give you steps each week until during Tipsy Tuesday until we finish it up on the 4th Tuesday. So this one, yes, we started it and we did part 1, which takes you through steps 1 and 2 of the pattern. And a lot of progress from all of you. I know a lot of you have do not post progress pictures, and so, but I did find some progress pictures. So I put together a really quick, short little slideshow of the project pictures that I found. So in the process after the first part. So let's check out this little slideshow I put together. Looking good. There's going to be some great jackies being created in the next few weeks. And of course, I understand that this book has been out for a while. A lot of you have already made a jackie and have been posting photos of your jackies. Others have, limitations on you need to get this done and have already moved ahead. It's all good. So we don't get bothered by that when we're working from something that's from a book. It was a little bit different when we do our one-day quilt-alongs where we're working from a brand new pattern. That's when we ask people not to post their final quilts until the day of the quilt-along. But this is different because, like I said, it's been out for a while, and we do these kind of back-to-back in a mix. I've been doing these types of quilt-alongs for many years where we space our steps out, over a few weeks, which is great because you can always be working on whatever else you're doing, and this is kind of a little bit of an extra. Others maybe have full-time jobs and a busy life, so this is a great pace for them. But I understand some of you like to just get started and finish a quilt. So then those one-day quilt-alongs work great. I usually tend to choose something that's a little bit quicker to sew for those, and it's usually something that is a brand new design. So just know that I'll be keep doing both, whether it's paced out or whether it's our full day quilt-alongs. As you remember, possibly back in November, we did our Phoenix, which was a one-day quilt-along, and so now it's time to slow it down a little bit. I've been doing our strip-alongs every year. I believe this year will be our 7th strip-along, so it'll be fun. But that's not yet. That's not until we get into closer to real spring, April, May. So, all right. So I hope you're enjoying the Jackie Quilt-along so far, and please post your progress pictures if you want to. Take a picture of where you're at. It's always fun to see everybody's progress and get some feedback and encouragement. That's what it's all about. So, of course, if you're not a part of our Gudrun's Quilt Crew on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, come join us in our group. It's a closed group, so it's really great. We can talk about things that don't leave that group. So if you post photos there, they cannot be shared outside the group, which is great. So let's keep them coming. All right, so I wanted to mention a little bit. I talked about last Tuesday about our retreat and the grant that we are giving one deserving quilter to join our virtual retreat. And we have been receiving nominations, and they are in the hundreds. And I just want to tell you, I read through them all today. I took the morning to do that. And lots of tissues and hard decisions.
Just put all 100 in, huh? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's not going to work. We have, like I said, I want to just thank all of you that took the time to write us a nomination and nominate somebody deserving. It really meant a lot to see how many of you would be excited to have this go to somebody deserving. But I wanted to also mention we have 2 amazing followers that have joined in and decided to donate a spot for the retreat. So there are going to be three spots.
Nice.
That deserving quilters will receive. And we made our decisions today. We are going to take the weekend to get a hold of the nominees, of course. So by Monday, hopefully, everybody will get notified that they have been awarded the grant to join our retreat. So excited about that. I'm so excited about that. Yes, it was tough. It was very, very tough. But we had our whole staff. Everybody was able to read through and make their choices. So we had a committee going. So it was very good. I just made the final call. I made the final call. All right, so Color Club was revealed on Tuesday. Do I have that bundle here? No, I don't.
What?
I guess I returned it. It was supposed to go on my shelf.
Okay.
Yes, those fabrics don't go back to the warehouse. They stay here. They stay here. But we revealed our Color Club on Tuesday, so check that out. I'm not going to mention it just in case if some people haven't gotten theirs, if you want it to be a surprise. But go check out Tipsy Tuesday from Tuesday if you want to see and see me talk about that. One thing I forgot to mention on Tuesday was that we have all of those fabrics, the 5 fabrics in the January pack are now available as 1 yards. So if you wanted to get a little bit more in each one or any of them, they're now available in 1 yards. So check that out. I also wanted to mention we have spots available in the Color Club. So you can become a subscriber today. So when you sign up today, you will get the January packet sent to you. And so we have some spots open. Not many, but there are some spots open right now. So check it out. All right.
Your shirt is kind of close.
Yeah.
Your shirt.
Am I sure about the spots for Color Club?
No, your shirt.
Oh. My shirt is a what?
I'm not going to say, but your shirt is beautiful.
It's beautiful. Isn't it a beautiful color?
It is beautiful.
Yeah. It's very appropriate for, the color is very appropriate for this time of year, I think. Maybe not so much the lace. Okay, so I wanted to say though, we do have spots open, but we have had a lot of signups this week because I mentioned it on Tuesday. So just wanted to throw that out there. All right, do we have any questions popping up from anybody?
Your shirt looks frosty.
Looks frosty. Yes, it does. Working on Christmas in Europe. Need to do 4 and 5, is Jan saying. Yeah, Christmas in Europe. We have to wait until February for the next part of Christmas in Europe. Some people got their color clubs today. That's really great.
Yay.
Awesome. Just may need to get a little more of them. I love that idea. All right, so... Okay,
Color
this is
Club
great.
was a really nice collection.
It was a really nice collection. I'm excited. I have so many ideas of using it, and I'm excited for future clubs, of course, future months, because as you know, this doesn't get just planned the month before. It gets planned months and months ahead of time.
Sure enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's right around the corner.
Yes, because we will ship February's Color Club, start shipping it on, well, I think the 5th is on a Sunday. So we'll start shipping that following Monday, which is the 6th. So you don't have to wait too long between packs, which is exciting. All right, I have a few new things to show you. Some fabric came in, and one of them has been long awaited, but I also wanted to show you, so I showed you all these new thread packs that came in from Aurifil. They're new color builders that include a variegated thread. The color builders are so great to kind of build up your inventory. And so there's 12 different ones, and they're all named after flowers or plants. So this one is Jade Vine. It's just the 12th color just came in. What I didn't mention last on Tuesday is that they, on the back, you can see the colors of the spools in there, but there's also information on where that plant is originated or where it grows. So it's from all over the world. So it's been really fun to read. I've been reading the boxes to learn about that. So Jade Vine, for example, is from the Philippines. So, and then it has of course the formal name of the plant, which I won't pronounce. But this color is definitely staying here. These colors are just my favorite. I was just saying, these are my favorite color, like the teals and aquas and stuff. I use them a lot in quilts, but I just realized as I saw this, I really don't have a full-on teal aqua quilt. So that may need to happen. I like to include it in a lot of my scrappy quilts, but I don't really have. Maybe have one, but that one is just mostly gray though. So yeah, I do need to get one done. I do need to get one done. But that one came in. Also, one thing we created is everybody loves our kits, and they seem to just always fly out. So I decided, because now it's a year ago since we did the Wanda quilt along from Stripology Mixology right after the book came out. That was done in January. So this Wanda quilt that's on the cover was made with Midnight Magic the first Midnight Magic fabric line, and we have the second, so I figured why don't we put together kits. So the kit for a lap size is now available, and the Wanda is of course made with 5-inch squares, but we included the 10-inch squares because that way you can cut them into 4 5-inch squares, and you can have more variety in your blocks. So it'll have all that. So if you wanted to do them just black and orange, you have enough for that. Or if you wanted to mix in some of the lights, you can do that as well. And then there will be the background, which I love this print with the stars. And then this awesome diagonal plaid for the sashing and also the binding. So it includes binding, fabric for the whole quilt top, and binding. So that's now available in the store. Wanda kit, perfect to kind of, you know, you can have a few months to make it, to have it ready for the fall Halloween time. So that's brand new. We also got the modern backgrounds, more paper, even more paper. So this is by Zen Chic of Moda, and we've had these on pre-order. So we have 4 different bundles because they come in different hues, these prints. So I created 4, just a 6-piece bundle because these are great, just basics. So the first one I called Fog, which has this hue of kind of a taupey, light gray hue. So this is the modern backgrounds in the Fog bundle. And so it has 6 pieces that are all great for very kind of contemporary quilts, but they're just great basics to have because I love to have different hues of lights. You know, we used to just call them lights back in the day. Now they might call them low volumes. This one just has that same hue background, and then anything from light gray to black to charcoal on the prints. So we have, this one is called Stamp, so it's kind of like the clock in, when you had to clock in at your work on the big old clock machine. Remember that? The time clock. Remember that? Did you have to do that ever? And this one they call net. It's like a fishing net. But I love the regularity of it, so I just love this. So this is the Fog. And so then we have, the next one is called Eggshell. So the difference in these two is you'll see this one is creamier. So I'm going to pull these a little bit off here. We'll just put them in the corner so we can then compare them all later. This next one, yes, so it's creamier, has a little bit of creamy undertone. That Eggshell, so a lot warmer than this. So you can see that here now. And so it's pretty much the same prints. We have this print is called washi. It's like washi tape. And crosshatch. And we have the stamps. And then the net. So this one is Eggshell. Creamier. This one feels cooler. So this one feels warmer. So let's pull that one off and leave it next to the other one, next to the Fog. And you kind of see the difference. All right. So then we have what I call steel. So I kind of combined, then these are gray. So I kind of combined 3 lighter and then 3 a little bit darker. So great grays that could be mixed together for a scrappy background, but I love having a little bit of a hue difference, a little bit of a darker value mixed in with a lighter value. I love having that movement in a scrappy quilt. So again, it's going to be similar prints. So we have the lighter ones. We have the washi in this color. And then this is a new print. I love this. Irregular little lines. And then we have the little bit slightly darker. The washi. And then the stamps with a light gray print on it. So this is the steel. Modern backgrounds in the steel. So then there's just one left, and that is the white. And the white is, it's of course not pure white. It is off-white, but it's really lovely. I'll put this one here. So it's got mostly gray, is different hues of gray in the patterns. So here we have the white. Just love this print. And this one, I love the irregularity, kind of scrunched up in places and not so regular. We have the washi. And then the crosshatch. The stamps with the gray. And then the net. So beautiful, beautiful basics. And we have all of the whites available in both 3 yards and 1 yards. And we have a couple of the grays also available in 1 yards. So to stock up, great for big backgrounds. I, of course, love to include multiples. So I would love to hear what, which one of hue of these you kind of gravitate towards, whether it's the cleaner white or maybe the warmer eggshell or the modern grays or the cool taupes. So tell me which one belongs to you. I, of course, say all of them because that's just me. I like to have all of them because I like to play with sometimes using the crispy whites, sometimes using the creamy ones because it just goes better with the fabrics that I'm using. And then I can't wait to play with those cool taupes because that creates kind of a cool modern feel. And grays I use all the time. All right, so let me see which ones you like. Love them all. Love the whites, the cleaner whites, the white and the steel. Yeah, it was right up where I kind of thought people would like it, but you know what? It's always great to just step out of your comfort zone sometimes, just a little bit, because sometimes you surprise yourself and you actually really love something that you didn't think you would ever do. Right? Am I right? And that's why these sew-alongs are so much fun, and quilt-alongs, because you get to see so many different versions of the quilts. And you might discover, you know what, I never thought I would like this, but I really like this. So next time, try it. All right, we have another brand new bundle. So I did not do a fabric pull for the modern backgrounds because they are just considered that. They're basics, they're backgrounds. They can be used with any color. So go wild. One thing that I could do, and maybe I'll do that for a pull next week, I could pull in some other basics that would mix well with each of the colorways. So I'll do that for next week. I just came up with a really good idea. Because sometimes we need a little more. But also, what's great too, you could always get a couple of bundles and then you really have 1 yard of each and could really use it for everything else. But another great basic line, which we've been waiting for, also was a pre-order, and this is one of the bundles that we'll be using for retreat, and this is Duality Fusion by Art Gallery. And this one is just black and white. So we have 6 prints in the black and then 6 prints in the white. So this is one of my favorite. I love any kind of typography. So this one is really great. So I'm going to show you the blacks first. So really a nice deep dark black, kind of almost a pure black, and then has the gray print on it. So it'll be the same prints for the 6 blacks and the 6 whites. I love this one too. I love how sporadic it is. And then we have a linear one with a kind of like a diamond pattern. And then we have this cool swirly design here. So same 6 prints in the white, and this hue of white is also not a pure white. It is a little bit off-white, and then this just lovely, nice light taupe is in the print. So we have the typography print, which I know I will absolutely love, and we will be getting more of this to have for our for 3 yards and 1 yards. And then the spotted print, we have the irregular circles, and then the directional one, the triangles, and then the geometric windy one. So just to show you, it is the hue of this white is very similar to the hue of this one. So these could go together for sure. You can mix the white modern backgrounds with these for sure. So just lovely. So what we're doing with this in the retreat is, of course, the jewel quilt and then the strippy stairways. Jewel quilt will then be very sharp with a light and dark, so very sharp black and white quilt, which will look very cool and modern. But then for the strippy stairways, all the little strips will be from these fabrics, and the background will be the deco stitch and the teal fog. So I think it's so cool to use prints like these, monochromatic prints, and then pop it with one color, either as the background or as an accent. So those quilts hanging behind me, for example, the Amelie would be one that uses a focus fabric. So if you remember my series of Matchmaker series, where I was talking more about color theory and picking fabrics to go with certain patterns. So that grouping that I called scrappy with focus, so you could have it really scrappy, but you want one focus fabric to really stand out from all the other ones and kind of pave the road, and that's what your eye catches. So this one would be a great one, but I pulled some other colors that would be awesome to see. I mean, I love the deco stitch. It's also from Art Gallery, so you'll have the same hand on the fabrics, and look at their awesome colors. So any of these would just make a really cool combination with these black and whites. And there's of course more deco stitches than these. I just grabbed something that grabbed my eye right away. Love them all. So it would really mix well. So if you've never sewn with Art Gallery fabrics, they are really high quality. They are done with a bit higher thread count than many other companies, and so they feel thinner, but they are amazingly soft and just beautiful to sew with. So if you've never tried to sew with Art Gallery, I highly encourage you to try it. They are just wonderful. So that's what we got new for you today. And of course, those of you that picked this colorway for retreat have to wait just a bit longer until we're ready to send you all your packets for retreat. So any questions on any of those? Everybody loves all the colors. Love the quilt to your right, which is Athena. Do you want to put quick the names of the quilts up so everybody catches that? Do you have that somewhere? Of course. You're on it. Athena, and then Amelie, and then Duty Calls. So Athena is in a book, Mixology 2. Amelie is a standalone pattern, and then Duty Calls was a part of our Fast and Furious Club Season 2. So it is a standalone. You can purchase it just digital pattern along with a video class where I show you how to do it, because it's done quilt as you go. Super quick and easy. All right. I don't see any questions. So I think it's time for our live winner, and it's time for me to have a sip of this mocha martini. How are you enjoying yours?
Mine is gone. While you're chatting over there.
So you were enjoying it, I'm assuming.
I were.
You were. I were. It's that strong, huh? So that you can't speak right.
No, I can't. I were over here, people.
Beautiful, beautiful. I wanted to mention just a little hint, because, you know, I give you guys always some inside information sometimes. And as you probably noticed, fabric prices have all gone up. So a lot of the fabric companies raised their prices end of last year. A lot of them increased them January 1st. And then now the final batch of companies, the prices are going up February 1st. So unfortunately, we are forced, as you know, our 1 yards with our quantity discounts. We have our 1 yards priced a certain way, and then when you buy 5, you get them down to $11 a yard. If you buy 10, you get them down to $10 a yard. So unfortunately, February 1st, our prices do have to go up just a tiny little bit on our 1 yards. So I just wanted to give you that inside information if you were considering putting in a or had something in your cart already. So just wanted to let you know.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So this, I see you guys are talking about this cocktail sounding really intriguing. I mean, it's kind of a perfect dessert drink because it has like a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of coffee flavor, and you could even, instead of just regular vodka, you could throw in and use like a coconut rum or a coconut flavored vodka. Any kind of flavored vodka will add a little more flavor. And I was going to say, with Valentine's Day coming up, this is a great little one to make to impress for dessert, or just kind of, you know, a little, what do we call them, a nightcap.
Can you make this non-alcoholic?
It would be hard, but you can just use coffee. You would just make a mocha, like an iced mocha. So you would just use coffee and either chocolate milk or, yeah, so just coffee and chocolate milk. Yeah, pretty much. Mix the two. Yeah. And you know what? If you're thinking, because we used plant-based milk in here, there's lots of great chocolate milks, plant-based chocolate milks. What's the one that you've been loving? Oh, actually, Oatly has one. Yeah. Oatly has a really good one.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Winner. $25 gift card. Who gets it? Any of you that have been good about commenting, random generator? Let's see.
Tofu dinner.
Myra DeLeon. Congratulations, Myra. You have won a $25 gift card. So to claim it, just send us an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com. And we will get to sending you your gift card right after the weekend. So look out for our email. If you send us one, we'll get that to you on Monday. All right. So that is it for us for this Friday. I am so excited because I'm spending the night in my sewing room. Yay! And a lot of the weekend. Yay! So this next week will, of course, be live for Tipsy Tuesday. That is February 1st. Yes, will be February. Yes. That means just a little bit closer to
June.
End of winter. Still far, but February 1st, 7 p.m., Tipsy Tuesday, part 2 of the Jackie Quilt Along. And then Happy Friday will be this coming Friday, February 5th at 3 p.m. Central. So we'll see you all then. Until then, have a wonderful weekend and cheers. Stay warm out there.
Bye, everybody.